extremely difficult, and the invasion. Interesting facts about locusts. Swarms of locusts can pose a serious threat to agriculture even now. These insects are incredibly voracious, and their huge swarms devastate entire fields in a matter of hours. Fighting this plague is extremely difficult, and the invasion of huge relatives of grasshoppers can turn into a disaster for the whole region. In the middle belt of Russia, these insects hardly occur, as well as in the north, because the temperature here is not warm and dry enough for them. But in the south of our country, locusts are found. One swarm of locusts can number approximately 50 to 60 billion. Such a swarm eats in one day about 200,000 tons of plant food, which is equal to its own mass. They are characterized by a special musical ability. Male locusts can use their hind legs to sing up to 4 different songs to attract a mate. In ancient times, these insects were the main threat to crops of cultivated plants. Interesting facts about cultivated plants. The word locust itself is of Turkic origin, and in translation it means yellow. There are more than 10,000 species of locusts worldwide. These voracious insects are considered to be the biggest plant pests. These insects can be found on every continent of the globe except Antarctica. Swarms can fly at speeds of up to 15 to 16 kilometers per hour, covering hundreds of kilometers. Some locust species prefer to settle in areas covered with dense grassy thickets near bodies of water. Other species live in desert and semi-desert areas among rocky places covered with sparse shrubs and grass. In 1875, the United States recorded the most terrifying plague of locusts ever recorded. Huge hordes of insects suddenly appeared in the state of Texas and headed west, but a short time later, having caused incredible devastation, disappeared for unknown reasons. Interesting facts about Texas. When locusts congregate en masse, these insects rub their bodies against each other for extended periods of time. From the long rubbing of a special place on the insect's foot, an impulse is sent to its brain with the information, there are too many individuals in one place, food will soon run out, so it is necessary to huddle together and move around in search of new food. The first reference to locusts can be found in Sumerian annals written about 8,000 years ago. There are about 600 different species of these insects in Russia. Swarms of locusts sometimes travel up to 200 to 300 kilometers without landing or resting. This insect's search for food is guided by color. Green means edible. An experiment was conducted. Insects were placed in an enclosed space, and after all the green color edibles were eaten, the individuals tried to eat their green counterparts. Locusts are also capable of moving on foot. In one day, a swarm can travel up to 15 to 20 kilometers. When the locust's wings rub against each other, squeaking noises are produced. The sound effects produced by a large swarm resemble thunderclaps. In some countries, locusts are eaten and even preserved. They are a low-fat, high-protein dietary food. In 1988, scientists recorded the flight of swarms of locusts from Africa to the Caribbean islands. Interesting facts about Africa. Some species of these insects have become extinct over the past few centuries. The Nikolaev Chronicle mentions that locusts flew to Russia in 1008, after which a terrible famine broke out. The color of locusts does not depend on genes, but on the environment. Even individuals of the same offspring raised in different environments will differ in coloration. Single, sedentary locusts have little appetite and eat in moderation. A single locust is capable of eating as little as 300 grams of plant food in its lifetime. A female locust lays eggs in loose, moist soil. This happens in spring, when the soil has warmed up sufficiently. A female locust is capable of laying up to 400 eggs in her lifetime. A locust swarm can cover an area of more than 1,000 square kilometers. This is larger than the area of some countries in the world. In areas with tropical climates, locusts reproduce year-round, and in temperate areas only in summer. After they lay their fertilized eggs in the soil, the adult locusts die. The locusts develop rapidly. In just 40 days, after passing several molts, the larva becomes an adult insect with wings, and it is able to produce offspring. In warm regions, development occurs in just 2 weeks, and goes without a break for wintering. Interesting facts about insects. Cannibalism is characteristic of these insects. During long migrations, locust swarms eat weakened individuals.